everybody. Brad Nessler along with my partners Kirk Herbstreit and Lee Corso. And a little chill in the air for tonight's matchup between the Miami Hurricanes and the Demon Deacons of Wake Forest. The season's almost over as these two ACC teams are set to go to battle. And here come the Demon Deacons. The Demon Deacons are going to have a rough time on the field in this game. I want to hear what Kirk Herbstreit thinks.
Miami is so explosive because they try to get the ball into this receiver's hands as much as possible. And what he can do after the catch is what makes him one of the best in the game. And they'll win this game big.
You're absolutely right. I'm picking the team.
We'll see how these two teams play in this game as they prepare for the opening kickoff. And they'll be returning this one. Moore takes it from the 6.
Kickoff return, 17 yards. Moore on the return.
First and 10. Ball on their own 23. McCain. Go with the I formation. He drops back. Rolling out to the right side. Throws. And it's caught. Pratt with a takedown. That last pass was good for maybe 5 yards.
On the play.
Down there on the field at linebacker, we've got one special player. He's the heart and soul of this defense, and they're going to need him today more than ever as they go up against a very talented running back.
If there's anyone who can bring the wood to this running back, then it's got to be this linebacker.
That's right, he's a tough one. There should be some really good collisions in this game.
Pratt with a recovery. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. Coach, what can you do to avoid those turnovers?
Well, you just got to get back to the fundamentals. For the skilled players, that means hanging on to the football.
And he tacks on the extra point. And over 6 minutes still left in the first quarter with the score, Wake Forest 7, Miami nothing. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff.
Heston back deep to return.
Kicks it off. Moore fields at the goal line. Broke away from one. I'm sure the defense will be trying to strip the ball once again.
And if these kids don't start hanging on to the football, they won't see another offensive series. They might start putting in some of those defensive players that really want to play bad.
McCain come out in a bunch formation. Back to pass. He throws a dart to the left. And they couldn't hook up on that one. He overshot his receiver by a mile.
Whoa, Nelly. Pull back on those reins a bit.
Well, we knew this guy had a strong arm, but that was ridiculous.
Yeah, it was.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 25-yard line. The Hurricanes line up in an I formation. Nice play fake. Tucker comes away with a sack. The blitz was the call, but the D lineman was the one who made his way to the quarterback.
And he showed great quickness getting off the line into the backfield. This guy can move for a big fella.
It looks like this defense has put up some very impressive numbers thus far.
I'll tell you why. They're fast, they're strong, and they tackle well. That combination means one thing for the offenses. Nightmare.
Lee, they've been playing great football all year. You're lucky if you can even get past the 50, let alone find the end zone.
He's going right. It's tipped. Great defensive play by the cornerback. It's fourth down, and the punt team lines up. Punts the ball away. Barclay fields it at the 40. Time once again for this offense to come back out and start another drive. They'll go to work at the 43. Single set backfield. They'll throw on first down. Batted ball. The linebacker picks it off. Has some daylight. Boy, the defense put the pressure on and forced the bad throw.
And you got that one right. Anytime a young kid sees one of those big guys looking to knock his head off, his brain is telling him one thing: just throw it.
Well, he did, Lee. He did throw it, but he's got to throw it away, not to the other team.
They'll take over at the 30.
Ball on the 30-yard line.
The Hurricanes go with the I formation. Juku, and down he goes. The fullback bangs it in there for a gain of 6.
On the play.
It's second down and 4 to go. Ball on the 24-yard line. The Canes line up with 2 tight ends. He jukes it. Oh, he got tattooed on that one.
1, 2, 3. Kirk, he might be out for the count.
Oh, what a hit. You know, at the end of the year, you're going to look back at this and remember this is one of the hits of the year. That guy can really bring it.
The Hurricanes go with the I formation. Wright still has it. He tosses it short. He's got the fullback. The defense didn't stop the pass, but they stopped him short of the sticks.
And that's the important thing here. Allow him to make the catch, but make sure you tackle him before he gets to the first down marker.
4th and inches. Ball on the 20-yard line.
They're crowding that line of scrimmage. Inside handoff. And he's taken down. Well, they'll turn it over on downs. Did they have to go for it there?
Well, sometimes you got to take your chances. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose.
They'll get the ball here at the 20.
On the 20-yard line.
Wake Forest goes with the ace set here. Barclay will try the left side. Brought down. 7 yards there.
On the run, 7-yard gain on the play.
2nd and 3 coming up. Ball on their own 27.
27-yard line.
The Deacons line up with 3 wide. Tackle. As you can see, they have really had some difficulty getting the ball down the field.
You got that right, Brad. These guys had better step it up and execute when they have the ball, or else it's going to be a long day.
Wake Forest comes to the line, only 1 man in the backfield. Again with the run, he jukes. Harris brings him down at the 46-yard line. And that one goes for a big, big first down.
You know, every time you run the ball successfully like that, that defense starts to creep up a little bit. That's when you go to the air, my friend. Over the top.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 46. Wake Forest goes with the ace set here. They'll throw on first down. Throws down the middle. Oh, boy, almost intercepted.
Morton, the intended receiver.
Poor decision to throw it into such tight coverage. So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 46-yard line. Single set backfield. Toss. They'll drop him for a loss. A loss on that one as he couldn't get past those big linemen.
You got that right. They sacrificed their bodies in there and stuffed him.
3rd and 10, and this is the 6th play of the drive. The Deacons come out in the shotgun, drops back to pass. Over the middle. Well, they get all those yards, but come up just shy of the first.
Good play call, almost perfect execution, except for the fact that they're not going to get the first down.
4th and 1. Ball on the 45-yard line.
Wake Forest lining up the punt.
Ready. Back deep to return.
Number 81 boots it way up there. Number 5 signals for a fair catch. He hauls it in at the 11. The offense saw their last drive end on 4th down. Will we see a similar result this time? They'll set up shop at the 11-yard line. Ace backfield. Right, set to go to the air. Wants to throw outside. Incomplete. Oh, he could have had a big reception that time, guys.
Just let that one get away from his vision just for a split second.
It's 2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on the 11-yard line. The Hurricanes come out showing 3 wide. Setting up the play action. Looks. He's in trouble. And he's going to be sacked for a loss. Now that's some heavy pressure.
It all starts with the battle up front. I don't care how good your receivers are or how explosive your running backs are. If you can't control the line of scrimmage, then it's tough to move the football.
I agree, Coach. And the thing is, this quarterback can make some plays for you if you give him enough time back there to throw.
Well, it looks like he's going to have to figure out how to make plays without time.
Right, back to throw. Throw short, complete, and down he goes. He barely got rid of that one.
They were bringing the pressure that time, and it was all he could do to get it off.
I'll tell you what, it's tough to operate when you're standing in your own end zone. Then they send a bunch of wild guys after you. Watch out!
Dangerous area to punt out of here. Let's see if they bring the heat. Monroe gets it off. Barclay fields it at the 44. The offense comes back on the field, hoping to build off their last drive.
You know, they had something going, but were unable to get any points.
They'll go to work at the 39. The Demon Deacons come out in the ace formation. They go with a pitch to the right.
Great play by the big linebacker. I'll tell you what, Coach, it looked like he snuffed that one out from the beginning.
You're right, Kirk. There wasn't much the ball carrier could do in that situation.
2nd and 13 coming up here. Ball on the 42-yard line. Wake Forest comes to the line with 3 wide. Somehow gets the ball away, and he can't hang on to it. This incompletion is credited to the wideout.
Absolutely. The quarterback executed his end of the deal.
3rd down, 13. Ball on the 42. They line up in a double tight set. He drops back. Steps up. He's looking. He's under some heat. McIntyre with a monster hit. The 5th-year senior at linebacker drops the quarterback to the ground for a sack.
You got to love a kid with this kind of mentality on defense. He's just so tough out there.
And I remember when they were recruiting him years ago, they almost stuck him at fullback.
Well, it was obviously a good decision to make him a linebacker.
4th and long. Ball on the 47-yard line.
Number 5 awaiting the return.
Back to punt. Number 5, back to return.
It's a high kick, and it holds up there. Reddick calls for the fair catch. They'll down the punt at the 9. Not a whole lot of success their last time out.
Not at all. This offense has to do a better job of staying on the field and giving their defense a chance to catch their breath.
They'll start this drive at the 9-yard line. The Canes line up with 4 wideouts. Right to the air on 1st down. Lets it fly. Complete, and he's on the run.
Now that was a good-looking play. The quarterback put it where his receiver could get it, and now they have a first down.
What I like is the faith that this quarterback has in his receiver. He's not afraid to throw it downfield.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 31-yard line. Moss is the deep back as they line up in the I. Makes a move. They'll bring him down. And the halfback ripped off a nice gain there to get him the first.
Hey, this kid's a good-looking back. Let's see if they go to him again.
First and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line. They line up in an I. On the ground to the tailback. He's hit and got away. Touchdown, Miami! He got the handoff and knew exactly what to do with it.
They like the fact that they have a halfback who can pick his way so well through defenses.
And he hits the PAT. And now we'll take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Looks like they're ready for the kick. Kicks it off. Davis takes it at the 4. At the 30. At the 40. Down the sideline. The defense did a nice job of shutting down this offense the last time they had the ball.
The offense was not clicking at all. Let's see if they're back on the same page.
They'll take over at the 38-yard line. The Deacons line up with 3 wide. Over the middle. Got it to his receiver.
Way to look it in. Nice catch.
Sure was. He displayed some great hands there. Now we're looking at a first down.
And we're all tied up at the end of the first quarter. It's first and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line. Number 8 lines up in the shotgun. Steps up in the pocket. Down the middle. The ball is tipped. The corner made a good play on the ball.
He sure did. This kid is very athletic. If he doesn't get a pick, he does his best to knock the ball down.
It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 20. The Demon Deacons come out in the ace formation. Back to pass. Looking. He steps up, feeling the pressure.
Excellent job of getting a hand in there to break up the pass.
It was, Coach. That one had reception written all over it, but the defender stepped up and made the play.
Third and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line. This impact defensive tackle is looking to bust through that O-line. Drops back to pass. Here they come. They'll make the sack. The linebacker just shot in there and took down the quarterback.
He hardly had time to go through his progressions before the fifth-year senior was in his face.
Fourth and long. Ball on the 26-yard line.
Here we go. They'll try to make this a field goal game. The kick is up. And it's through the uprights. Here's the Pontiac drive summary, bringing you fuel for the soul. Wake Forest lines up for the kickoff.
Moore back deep to return.
Kicks it off. Moore takes it at the 4. The offense with a lot of success through the air on that last drive as they moved it down the field for the touchdown. They'll get the ball here at the 24. Ace backfield. Mark on the give. Tries to juke. And he's taken down. That was a pretty good run.
Incredible effort there running the football by this guy.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 38. They come out in a nickel. He drops back. Looks. Steps up. Down the middle. Got him on the run. Brought down.
Move those sticks. That's a first down.
And a great catch, too. Did you see how he looked that one in?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. He can catch the football.
First and 10. Ball on the 37-yard line.
37-yard line.
The Canes line up with 3 receivers bunched. They'll throw on first down. He's looking. He's going left. Incomplete pass.
Moore, the intended receiver, on the play.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 37.
37-yard line.
And this impact linebacker is fired up down there. He'll dump this one off. Wide open is his fullback. Nobody on it. They got 4 yards on that one. Third and 6. This is the 5th play of this drive. The Hurricanes line up with 3 wide. Back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Over the middle. Got him again. Swanson brings him down.
13-yard gain on the play.
And since we're in the red zone, let's have a look at the numbers. Brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters the most. The offense gets set as they attempt to put an end to these red zone blues. Gets the ball. No, they faked it. They connect again. Touchdown, Miami! That was a nice pass play, and it gets them 6.
The defense had a letdown on that play.
And he hits the PAT. Here's the Pontiac Drive Summary, bringing you fuel for the soul. Miami to kick. Decent kick, looks to be returnable. Davis fields it at the 2. A scoring drive the last time out for this offense, and they'll huddle up for this drive. First and 10. Ball on the 15. Wake Forest comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. On the ground with the tailback. They'll bring him down. Not much there, maybe a yard.
Gain on the play.
It's second down and 9 to go. Ball on the 16-yard line. Single set backfield. Barclay gets a pitch. Kester brings him down for a loss. The defense comes up with a good play to pull him down for a loss.
A nice call by the defensive coordinator. It's like he's in their huddle sometimes.
Third and 12 coming up on this one. Ball on their own 13. They come out with 3 wide receivers. He steps up, looking, fires. It's high, and he makes the catch. To the 20, Kester with a takedown. What an amazing catch, first down.
Boy, Brad, you said it. That is a big-time play there. Spectacular catch and great body control there on the long pass reception.
Since we're in the red zone, let's have a look at the numbers. Brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters the most. One man backfield. Drops back to pass. Throws. And it's caught. Knocked out of bounds. That pass play gets him roughly 3 yards. Number 8 is back in the gun. They'll drop him for a loss.
This is just a nice play by the defense. They're not fooled at all on this draw play.
You're right. They were all over that play.
Wake Forest lines up in a shotgun set. Loose football. Looks like a defensive lineman might have it, and he does. So the defense comes away with a big, big turnover.
Ouch! The quarterback is really going to hear it from his coach now. He should not have fumbled that football.
Those bother me more than interceptions because at least on an interception, you're trying to give your receiver a chance to go after the football. There's no reason to fumble the football as a quarterback. Your job is to move the chains. That one really hurt.
They'll go to work at the 14. Miami comes out in the shotgun. Throws down the middle. Into traffic, and it's picked off. What an interception by the cornerback.
I love it. A defensive back with soft hands. This kid can play.
They'll set up shop at the 21. Wake Forest comes out with 2 tight ends. Barclay gets the call, and he's stopped behind the line. He was stopped in his tracks on that one.
Oh, yeah, and that's because of the nice pursuit by the defense there.
Second and long coming up here. Ball on the 27. Wake Forest comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. Throws off his back foot. It's tipped. Oh, boy, almost intercepted.
The intended receiver on the play.
Third down and a couple miles here. Ball on the 27-yard line. They come out with 3 wide receivers. Looks. Feeling the pressure. Great pressure on the quarterback forced that incompletion.
Boy, they really pounded him on that throw.
They sure did, but somehow he got rid of the football.
Fourth and long. Ball on the 27-yard line.
They're going to try a long field goal here. He gets it up. And it's right down the middle. Here's the drive summary brought to you by Pontiac. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff.
Moore back deep to return.
Kicks it off. Hester has it at the 5. Well, the offense heading back out onto the field after that kick, hoping to turn this drive into another touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 23.
23-yard line. 1st and 10.
Miami sets up in the I. Wright makes a handoff, and down he goes. That makes 4 sacks today.
This defensive front is tough, and they're really fast, too.
Well, this speed is difficult to defend because you have to try to keep them off balance so they can't use their quickness.
Second and long. Ball on the 16. McCain set up in the gun. He drops back, steps up, throws it to the outside.
I thought I was paying attention here, but I looked up and pow! The guy's got 100 yards receiving already. When did that happen?
Coach, I'm wondering the same thing. He's having a great game out there today.
They come out with 3 wide receivers.
Ball on the 21-yard line.
Wright drops back to pass. He's looking. Here's the long ball, left side. It falls incomplete. That brings up a punting situation.
I'll tell you what, this defense did a heck of a job that time to hold them to 3 and out.
Miami ready to punt this one away. He gets it off.
Back to return.
Barclay signals for a fair catch, and they make the fair catch at the 40.
Fair catch made at the 40-yard
A scoring drive the last time out for this offense, and they'll huddle up for this drive. They'll take over at the 40-yard line.
The 40-yard line.
The Deacons come out in a 2 tight end set. Barclay gets a pitch. A little juke. They'll wrestle him down in the backfield. Wake Forest takes a timeout. Second and 13 coming up here. Ball on the 37-yard line. The Deacons set up in the gun. Back to pass. Throws. Complete. They just took what the defense gave them on that play.
Yeah, you're right. That was a good job of getting that pass completed for positive yardage.
It's 3rd down and 9 to go. Ball on the 41.
41-yard line.
And this impact receiver is looking to make a play. He's in the zone. Drops back to pass. Across the middle. And he's taken down.
Good job of attacking the coverage to keep the drive alive.
That was a great looking pass to move the sticks on 3rd down.
First and 10. Ball on the 37-yard line. The Demon Deacons come out in the ace formation. Bounces off the would-be tackler. And down he goes. The halfback runs for 4 yards.
Gain of 4 on the play.
It's 2nd down and 6 to go. Ball on the 33-yard line. Barclay wants the ball. We'll see if they give it to him. And it's the senior. A 5-yard gain.
5-yard gain on the play.
The defense will try to stop this 3rd down as they were unsuccessful the first time on this drive. Barclay is in the zone and looking to make something happen. Short toss. Williams brings him down. Wake Forest calls a timeout. First and 10. Ball on the 25-yard line. Number 8 with 3 wide receivers. He drops back, looking, steps up in the pocket. It's tipped.
That ball should have been picked off.
This quarterback had too much faith in his arm that time.
Well, that confidence almost led to a change of possession. His man wasn't even close to being open.
25-yard line.
It's 2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on the 25. One man backfield. Play action. Looks, rolls to the right. Go into the end zone. Someone got a hand on it. The linebacker managed to break that one up.
The intended receiver on the play.
They've been 2 for 2 on 3rd downs in this drive, and they'll try to convert again here. Number 8 comes to the line with 3 wide. Back to pass. He steps up. He's looking. He's drilled as he throws. Incomplete.
Even a great adjustment wouldn't have made a difference on that low throw.
His shoelaces need a pair of hands for that pass.
4th and 10. Ball on the 25-yard line.
Is trying to take the lead here. The kick is up. And it's good. This drive summary is brought to you from our good friends at Pontiac. Looks like they're ready for the kick. Kicks it deep. Hester fields it in the end zone. Sheds a tackler. The defense did a nice job of shutting down this offense the last time they had the ball.
The offense was not clicking at all. Let's see if they're back on the same page.
They'll start this drive at the 23.
1st and 10.
Right with 3 wide receivers. They'll throw on 1st down. Wants to get it out on the screen. He has some room. Tackle. Miami takes a timeout. It's 2nd and inches. Ball on the 33. Going with the shotgun here. Steps up. Looking. He's looking for his man. It's tipped. And that one's fallen incomplete.
Good job there by the defense to get a hand on it.
It was, Kurt, but when you're going out for a pass and the ball is in the air, you need to go after it and come down with it. You just can't watch the defender bat it down.
They come out in a goal line set. They'll run for the first on 3rd and short. Miami calls a timeout. It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 35-yard line. Miami comes out with 3 receivers bunch. He drops back, looks, he lets it go. Batted ball, and it's incomplete. The ball is knocked to the ground.
Players use anything they can to get in the way of a pass.
2nd and 10. Ball on their own 35.
35-yard line.
Wright is back in the gun. Drops back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. He's looking. He tosses it short. And it's caught. Patterson with a takedown. And the pass is caught, but he goes nowhere.
Yeah, nice job there by the defense to get to him and make the sure tackle before he could make any moves to break loose.
And we've reached halftime here. The score at the break. Wake Forest 16, Miami 14. Miami got the ball to start the game, so they'll be kicking off to start the second half.
Back deep to return.
Here's the kick. Davis takes it at the 4. And now we'll see the offense come out onto the field for their next possession. They'll get the ball here at the 25.
Start the drive at the 25-yard line. First and 10.
6 DBs in the lineup. Back to pass. He steps up, throws short. It falls incomplete, and the tight end couldn't manage to stay in bounds that time.
Yep, the tight end caught the ball, but not before he stepped out of bounds. Good call there by the refs.
It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 25. Number 8 lines up in the shotgun. He drops back, steps up, looking, throws it to the outside. It's deflected. He's lucky that pass fell innocently to the turf.
Yep, total coverage on that one. Got to pick his destinations better.
It's third down and 10. Ball on their own 25.
5-yard line.
They'll work from the shotgun. Drops back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Hit as he throws. Complete. And he's tackled.
That's how you convert third down, sweetheart.
That was a good-looking play, wasn't it, Coach?
Oh, yeah, this offensive coordinator must have seen something in the defense he really liked.
First and 10. Ball on the 40-yard line. The Demon Deacons come out in the shotgun. Throws it out there. Complete. Reddick brings him down. Almost 6 yards on the play action.
Gain of 6 on the play.
Second and 4 coming up here. And this is the 5th play of the current drive. Wake Forest goes with the ace set here. Back to pass. Floats this one right side. The senior makes the catch. Nothing going on that one.
No gain on the play.
The defense will try to stop this third down as they were unsuccessful the first time on this drive. They better block that linebacker. He is looking to make something happen. Barclay on the toss. And they make the stop. And they get a nice gain on third down.
Remember when we talked to the coach? He mentioned that he wanted to run the ball against this defense, and he felt that he may have some success. Well, they had some success on that play.
First and 10. Ball on the 35. Wake Forest comes out in the shotgun. He drops back. Looks. Down the middle. And it's caught. And he's taken down. And with that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving for the game.
On the play.
Second and 3 coming up. And this is the 8th play of the drive. Number 8 is back in the gun. Barclay on a counter, left side. McCray brings him down for a loss. Excellent play by the defense that time as they swallowed him up before he got back to the line.
It's more like they devoured him. He had no shot of breaking clean.
They've been 2 for 2 on third downs in this drive, and they'll try to convert again here. Wake Forest comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. Drops back to pass. He's looking. Across the middle. Hester with a takedown.
Oh, man, what a throw. What a play. They were awful lucky, sweetheart.
I'll tell you what, Coach, after 3 consecutive third down conversions, I'd say they were awful clutch.
And we take a quick look at the stats from within the red zone, brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters the most. The Deacon set up in the gun. They'll throw on first down. Looking, down the middle. He has some room. Little shake and bake move. They'll bring him down, and that was their second interception of the game.
Return for a gain of 15 yards.
They'll set up shop at the 33-yard line.
33-yard line.
Miami sets up in the eye. Right, will hand it off. Shifty move there. Here he goes. At the 40. Inside the 30. He picked up big yardage on that one.
I'll tell you what, Brad. They need to keep giving this kid the football. He's on a roll.
First and 10. Ball on the 25.
25-yard line.
Back to pass. He steps up, wants to throw outside, and it falls incomplete. And that one will go down as an incompletion.
It's too bad because the wide receiver made a super effort to catch that pass.
Yeah, Coach, he's got the ability to come up with that circus catch.
I want that kid on my team.
So it's second and 10. Ball on the 25-yard line. The Hurricanes come out in a shotgun. Right, drops back, steps up with the throw. Complete.
I like the defense that was called. They just didn't make the play on the ball.
You're right. It wasn't necessarily bad defense. The offense just executed, and the result is a first down.
And since we're in the red zone, let's have a look at the numbers. Brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters the most. The Canes line up with 3 wide. Right, drops the throw. Short toss. And they couldn't hook up on that one. He had it knocked loose before he could control it.
Just a great play here by the defender to force the issue.
It's second down and 10 to go. This is the 5th play of this drive. The Hurricanes come out in a bunch formation. Right, back to pass. Looks. He's looking down the middle. Touchdown, Miami! That was a well-drawn-up play for the wideout.
Yeah, they saw something upstairs. It led to a touchdown. You can thank the play calling there. Very impressive.
The Canes come out in the ace formation. Right, hands it off, and he's in for 2. The fine folks at Pontiac bringing us this summary of how that drive took place. Number 13, ready to kick.
Barclay back to return.
And he got all of this one. Great kick. Barclay fields it in the end zone. We'll have to see now how the offense responds this time after throwing a pick on their last drive. They'll go to work at the 24-yard line.
Take over at the 24-yard line. First and 10.
The Deacons come out in a shotgun. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. Williams tackles him for a loss on the play.
He just went right through him.
Man, who was supposed to block that guy?
I don't think it matters, Kirk. He's playing with reckless abandon out there. It's got to be hard to block a guy that hits like that.
Wake Forest comes out with 2 tight ends. Can't wrap him up. And he's shoved out of bounds. A 5-yard gain.
5-yard gain on the play.
Third down and 7. Ball on the 27-yard line. The Deacons set up in the gun. He drops back, steps up in the pocket. He's looking deep down the left side, and they tackle him.
They made the third down conversion look too easy.
They were just looking for the first and ended up getting a huge chunk of yardage. It's not bad.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 43. Wake Forest lines up for the shotgun set. Williams brings him down for a loss.
Excellent job by the defense to read the draw play.
Yep, the quarterback thought he could spread him out and find a hole for himself to run through, but they were having none of that.
Second and 13 coming up here. And this is the 5th play of the current drive.
Cat 82.
He tries to spin. He's gobbled up in the backfield. A loss on that one as he couldn't get past those big linemen.
You got that right. They sacrificed their bodies in there and stuffed him.
3rd and 14. Ball right around midfield.
7-yard line.
The offense better get that defensive tackle blocked up. He can make plays. He steps up. He's looking. Throws this one out to the right. Oh, boy, almost intercepted. The quarterback really lucked out there.
I thought they had a chance for an interception, but I'm sure they'll settle for the incompletion. It still was a good play.
4th and 14. Ball on the 47-yard line.
The Demon Deacons are lining up to punt it away.
Ready. Back to return.
Number 81 boots it way up there. Number 5 calls for the fair catch. He hauls it in at the 11-yard line. Hardly tough sledding for this offense that last drive as they took it in for 6.
Well, look no further than the guys up front. They created some huge holes to run through.
They'll start this drive at the 11. Moss lines up in the deep back, I formation. Juke move. Tucker lays it on him. He's not your ordinary fullback. This guy can move.
You bet he can. I like this kid. He's a heck of a football player. They need to get him some more carries.
First and 10. Ball on their own 22. Miami lines up in a bunch formation. Right to the air on 1st down. Over the middle. And it's caught. Has some daylight. He jukes him. Swanson with a takedown.
Nice decision by the quarterback.
Not only was it good decision-making, but the offensive line protected just long enough for him to find his target.
And when you combine the two, it'll be a first down 9 out of 10 times.
Miami sets up in the eye. Right, set to go to the air. Over the middle. He overthrew his tight end.
I know the tight end has a little more height than the wideouts, but give me a break.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 37.
7-yard line.
The Canes line up in an I formation. Drops back to pass. He's going right. And that one's fallen incomplete.
Pass. Olsen, the intended receiver, on the play.
3rd and 10. Ball on the 37-yard line.
37-yard line.
Right, lines up in the shotgun. Back to pass. Steps up, looking. Throws this one out to the right. He's knocked out of bounds.
That's how you convert 3rd down, sweetheart.
That was a good-looking play, wasn't it, Coach?
Oh, yeah, this offensive coordinator must have seen something in the defense he really liked.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 48.
48-yard line.
Miami sets up with 4 receivers. Steps up in the pocket, and he's hammered as he lets it go. It's deflected. Oh, he had the pick and he dropped it. That could have easily been a turnover.
Yeah, I don't even think the quarterback even saw that guy.
Well, he almost saw him running the other direction with the football.
Second and 10. This is the 7th play of this drive. Watch the linebacker. He's the star of the defense, and he's in the zone right now. Right, steps back to pass. He'll dump this one off, and he drops it. The tailback dropped that ball.
Yeah, his technique was all off. He's got to do a better job next time.
The offense faces another third down as they line it up. The Hurricanes come out showing 3 wide. He drops back. He steps up, looks, throws it to the outside. Oh, he had a shot at the pick.
Everyone had a shot at catching that pass.
Especially the guys on defense. There was no one open, and he threw it in there anyway.
4th and 10. Ball on the 48-yard line.
Looks like they're going to punt it away here. Monroe boots it way up there. Barclay signals for a fair catch, and they make the fair catch at the 15-yard line. The defense did a good job against them the last time they had the ball, forcing the punt.
But remember, they had given up quite a few yards before forcing that punt. They might not be so lucky this time.
1st and 10. Ball on the 15. The Deacons come out in the ace formation. And he's going to be sacked for a loss. What do we have, Lee?
We have sack number 4 today. This defense came to play, and I love it.
Second down, and they got 15 for the first down. Ball on the 10-yard line. The Demon Deacons set up in the gun. Drops back to pass. Steps up. He's going right. Complete. And down he goes. He ran a good route there and was able to pick up yards underneath the coverage.
It's okay to move the ball in small portions because it relaxes the offense and can open things up for the big play.
It's 3rd down and 10. Ball on their own 15. Number 8 back in the gun. Back to pass. Rolls to the left. Down the middle. To the middle. It's his tight end.
They made the 3rd down conversion look too easy.
They were just looking for the first and ended up getting a huge chunk of yardage. It's not bad.
First and 10. Ball on their own 40. They line up in a double tight set. And they got him for a loss. The defense comes up with a good play to pull him down for a loss.
A nice call by the defensive coordinator. It's like he's in their huddle sometimes.
It's second down now and 13 to go. And this is the 5th play of the current drive. The Demon Deacons come out in a 2 tight end set. Pitch left. Fumbles the ball. Jones recovers a loose ball. Boy, were they lucky on that one.
A turnover this late in the game would have almost ended their chances.
You're right, Coach. That would have been devastating.
So another 3rd down facing the offense, and this one is 3rd and long. Wake Forest comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. He drops back. He's looking. Lets it go. Caught! He goes down.
That's just airing it out on 3rd down.
That was more than enough to pick up the first down. Next time, this defense will be playing on their heels.
First and 10. Ball on the 25-yard line. 2 tight ends here. There's a missed tackle. Look at the strength. Reddick brings him down. Good call there as the halfback turned the toss into a 9-yard gain. And since we're in the red zone, let's have a look at the numbers. Brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters the most. The Deacons come out in the ace formation. Play action. He's rolling left with the throw. Incomplete. He overthrew his tight end.
I know the tight end has a little more height than the wideouts, but give me a break.
They've been 2 for 2 on 3rd downs in this drive, and they'll try to convert again here. Wake Forest lines up in a goal line set. And the fullback plows ahead for maybe a yard.
Gain on the play. 4th and 1. Ball on the 16-yard line.
Blocking this D tackle when he's in the zone he's in won't be easy. Gooden with a takedown. And that was a huge run.
Yes, indeed, my friend. What'd I tell you guys? This kid makes big plays when they need him.
Wake Forest will line up in a jumbo set here. Nice little run there by the halfback to get in for the score.
Yo, that guy was not about to be stopped. He really wanted to get into the end zone.
And he hits the PAT. Here's the drive summary brought to you by Pontiac. Wake Forest is ready to kick it away.
Wake Forest is lined up with a kickoff.
And they'll be returning this one.
Back to return.
Moore fields it in the end zone. He jukes it. Time once again for this offense to come back out and start another drive.
On the return.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 22.
22-yard line. 1st and 10.
McCain come out showing 3 wide. Hill gets it on the inside. Pratt brings him down. Just a yard there.
1-yard gain on the play.
Second and 9 coming up here. Ball on the 23-yard line. Miami comes out in the shotgun. Right, off the fake. He's going left. And he went way up, and he's got the interception. The defense now has 2 interceptions in the ball game.
And that's 2 more than the quarterback wanted to throw. Now he's got to go back out there and play smarter football when the offense takes the field again.
You're right, Coach. The quarterback has to be able to put that out of his mind and act like it never happened.
Which one? First or second interception?
I say both.
Excellent field position to start the drive.
37-yard line. 1st and 10.
The Deacons line up with 2 tight ends. Gets the ball. No, they faked it. Looking. Wants it all. Going deep. Picked off in the end zone. A costly turnover there, guys. He should have never thrown it.
Yeah, the last thing you want to do as a quarterback is force a pass to the end zone. Now they come away with nothing.
They'll get the ball here at the 20-yard line.
20-yard line.
Right, lines up in the shotgun. They'll throw on 1st down. Short toss. Patterson with a takedown. They just took what the defense gave them on that play.
Yeah, you're right. That was a good job of getting that pass completed for positive yardage.
Second and 3 coming up. Ball on the 27.
27-yard line.
Single set back for you. They go with a toss. And they hit him in the backfield. Great pursuit by the defense to stop the outside run.
Yeah, the halfback was trying to get to the corner, but he had no luck at all there.
3rd and 6. Ball on the 24-yard line. The defense lines up with 6 DBs. Right, he'll hand it off. Patterson brings him down. 3 plays and out, guys.
It sounds simple. You've got 3 plays to get 10 yards. But trust me, sometimes that's not as easy as it sounds.
The special teams coach sends his punt team out on the field. He punts it. Barclay calls for the fair catch. He hauls it in at the 30. And now a slight break in the action as the offense comes out onto the field for their next possession. They'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Demon Deacons come out in the ace formation. Pitch left. Here he goes. Reddick with a takedown. Picked up big yards there, and he's going to have a first down.
Yeah, nice job there. This guy does a good job in reading his blocks and accelerating through the holes.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 48-yard line. The impact player at running back is in the zone right now. They'll throw on first down. Looks. He's going left.
Way to look it in. Nice catch.
Sure was. He displayed some great hands there. Now we're looking at a first down.
First and 10. Ball on the 41-yard line. The Deacons line up in a goal line formation. Barclay gets the call again. Makes a move. And he's taken down. Miami takes a timeout. It's 2nd down and 6 to go. Ball on the 37-yard line. This big fella at defensive tackle's in the zone right now. Here's a handoff, left side. Tries to juke. He's on the run. Reddick brings him down. Miami calls a timeout. First and 10. Ball on the 26. Wake Forest comes to the line with 3 wide. They hand it off. A little juke. Knocked out of bounds. And that was a nice run. Kirk, that was a great job by that big offensive line.
Yeah, it really was, Brad. And also, a nice read by the ball carrier to find that running line.
When you break one like that, you got to give a lot of credit to the offensive line.
The pressure turns up when in the red zone, and that's when you turn to Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters the most. The big defensive tackle can do a lot of damage when he's in the zone like he is now. And they make the stop. Couldn't get anything out of that.
No gain on the play.
About 12 yards out.
Ball on the 12-yard line.
Wake Forest comes out in the shotgun. Barclay will run it again. He spins. Sharp with a takedown. The defense calls a timeout, and that was their last timeout. Wake Forest lines up in a shotgun set. They'll run the option. He fakes a pitch. 4 yards there on the old quarterback keeper.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Lines up for the attempt that will extend their lead to more than a field goal. It's up, and it's through the uprights. Time to take a look at the drive summary. It's brought to you by Pontiac, fuel for the soul. Looks like they're ready for the kick.
Wake Forest is lined up with a kickoff. Moore back to
He kicks it. Hester fields it in the end zone.
You guys remember what this offense did the last time they had the ball?
Did they have the ball before?
Exactly. It was 3 and out so fast they had to ask for slow-mo replays to recap.
They'll set up shop at the 24. Ace backfield. Right, drops back on first down. He's looking. He's rolling right. Here comes the pressure. Throws it to the outside. It's deflected. And that pass falls incomplete because it was deflected.
That's great defense right there, Brad. That's something the coaches always remind their players to do. Get a hand up in the face of the quarterback.
It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 24. Miami comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. Miami goes with the ace set here. Right, back to throw. Looking, he rolls out to the right. Fires deep down the left side. Pratt brings him down. He's got 2,500 yards passing. That's not a bad year, Coach.
Not a bad year at all, my friend. This kid has been doing it all season long, making the right throws at the right time. They like to run this fast-paced kind of offense.
Yeah, and sometimes you get the defense to panic and waste a timeout.
Single set backfield. Moss takes a handoff. Shake and bake move. Shakes off a tackle. Edwards with a takedown. And that one goes for a big, big first down.
You know, every time you run the ball successfully like that, that defense starts to creep up a little bit. That's when you go in the air, my friend. Over the top.
And this one's all wrapped up. Coach, what's your final thought on the game?
Well, this one had me on the edge of my seat all game long. Wake Forest really got all they asked for and more in this contest. Great job by both teams.
Well, that'll wrap up another chapter in NCAA Football 2006. And our final count, Wake Forest 26, Miami 22. Our thanks go out to everyone here at EA Sports. I'm Brad Nessler for Kirk Herbstreit and Lee Corso, signing off. Until next time, so long, everybody.